What up? I'm back. Dude, what's up, dude? Today is the 28th of May. I have no idea why I say what day it is. Half the time I do, half the time I don't. I don't even know. Usually, you know why I say it? I say it because I have no idea what today was. Until I get home, pull into my driveway. It's like 9 o'clock. Fire day. Today was a fire day. Every day's a fire day. It's crazy because then I get home. I don't even know what day it is. Is today Saturday? So I think today is Saturday. I think. Yeah, today's Saturday. Dude, these stars are fire. They're twinkling like crazy, bro. It's cool because I know last couple of days I've noticed them, and I park my truck the same way every night in the field, and tonight they're twinkling at me, and it's beautiful. Super beautiful. Great way to end the day, man. Great way to end the day, just spending time with myself and talking to myself, and then I'm gonna go through my day and see what happened. I don't even really remember, man. I don't even know. I woke up this morning. I woke up, I think, and then what did I do? Went and got my protein, hung out there for a minute with my friend, and it's fun, man. It's cool, man, to build a relationship with somebody and someone you see every day. Like, it's weird, man. It's weird, just because I never had stuff like this before. Like, I never saw someone every single day, or like almost every single day for a while, And it's cool just to build a relationship with somebody and just live our separate lives, but still have a little bit of time with each other every day. Like, it's cool, man. It's fire, and 'cause that's what this world's about. Like, spending it with people. Yeah, like, it's cool, man. I think about it now. It's like, man, she's my buddy. She texts me stuff, and I just laugh at her. But she's my buddy, and it's fire, man. Today was cool. Man. I ended up having to go to Lowe's and buy a bunch of materials, and after I left her, and went to Lowe's and went shopping and bought countertops and sliding glass door and some sinks, and then headed out to a job and got all the countertops put in today. Kitchen countertops, bathroom countertops, cut all my sinkholes out, got my sinks ready. I got to get faucets and whatnot tomorrow, but dude, I haven't really worked in a minute, and I was talking to some people this morning, and I was like, look, I don't want to work. I told the girl, I told this woman that, whatever, I was like, I don't want to work. And she was like, well, I got to work because I got to put a roof on my head. I was like, man, I'm at the verge of just selling everything and being homeless. Like, just so because all I care about technically is helping people and art. Like, but then as soon as I left, like, I wasn't even gonna go to work. Like, I don't know what I was gonna do. I just didn't plan on it. I maybe go cut some grass or something. I don't know. I didn't want to work, I thought, and then I guess, boom, instantly in my truck. Who knows? I end up at Lowe's and buy material and then put countertops, get that crap done, knocked out, easy peasy. Don't even think about it. And my buddy came and sat with me. And he did his work. He just got his computer out and did some emails, and we kind of talked about stuff. And it's just cool, man. Like, to talk to other human beings, and like, he's cool dude, man. He's got some knowledge, and he's a cool guy, man. Appreciate him a lot. And it's cool, man, to have people in your corner, man. It's fire. And to really show that. That's the point. The point is, like, I've always been a man of principle. I say that. maybe I even have no idea what it means, but for me it's actions. Actions speak louder than words always, and maybe I fall short of that, you know. But I don't know. I try and just do me, whatever that is. Like I just try and be me always. Like I don't. It's just regular. Like the things that I do is just regular to me. Like it's just the way I breathe, it's just regular. Like it's not. I'm not controlling it. It's just it is what it is, and it's fire. Like when you just go through life that way. But whatever. Like so I did the countertops. What else I did? Whatever. Got some lists. I gotta go back tomorrow. I gotta buy a bunch of stuff again. But it was just cool to talk, and like we talked a little bit. He brought me some food and we ate, and then I just got back to working and we didn't really talk much. And then when I got done and we were loading up, like we kind of just sat there and talked for a little bit. And I don't know, man. I think I'm on the spectrum. 'Cause I was talking to him about some of the stuff, like how I don't read well or I can't pronounce words. Like it makes zero sense to me. It's very hard for me to sound out words. Like when I say hard, it's like almost impossible. They just don't register. Like it's a blank. There's a line that's supposed to be connecting, and it doesn't connect. And he was like, "Man, it sounds like you're like kind of on the spectrum or something. You know, kind of autistic or something." I was like, "Man, probably," because I think so different. And I look back at my life, and I look at like my brothers. Like, dude, I think nothing alike them. Nothing. And like I don't know how I think. It's regular to me, but I know it's different. I know that. I know everything I do is different than what I see. And I told him like sometimes like when people tell me stuff, dude, it makes zero sense. Like there's no. My brain is empty. And I love it when that happens because it's super fire to me because it's very intriguing and very intriguing. Like it flips me out like in a good way. Like it turns me on in a good way. Like it makes me want to like wait a minute. Like how did they come up with this? Because I have no justification for how they came up with this idea or this whatever. Like it makes zero sense. Zero sense. Like in no world does that make any sense, but evidently it does in somebody else's world. And it's like, so then I get baffled by it, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, like I'm so like I got to know how you came up with whatever that idea is. Like because I can't sleep until I figure it out. Like I cannot. Like it's fire. Like you're fire. Like how did you come up with that? That makes zero sense. You're brilliant. And we kind of talked about a bunch of stuff, and he was kind of, he's came to the same conclusions. I guess he's probably read a lot more books and listened to a lot more talks than I have. But he's saying like the reoccurring theme is that what people do to you, like it's based on all their experiences. It's not really good or bad. It is what it is. That's what I've been saying. That's kind of what I came to the conclusion based on just me talking to myself. And it's so cool that other people think this way and wrote books about it. And it just reiterates like, wait a minute, man. Like all these people wrote books about it and telling other people about it. I truly lived it. I truly battled with myself. I truly talked it all out. And I'm coming up with the same conclusions that they are. I was like, man, it's programmed in us. This stuff is programmed in us. It really is. Like, it's in all of us, man. That's why we connect to this stuff when people talk about it. Like, in the back of our heads, we're like, dude, wait a minute. There's something to this. Yeah, I'm ashamed that I can't talk to no one about it because it goes against everything that we've been taught. But it makes so much sense, It's kind of like conspiracies and stuff. Like, you don't want to tell your friends you're into that stuff because you get embarrassed. What will they think? But it's the same with this stuff, man. It's fire. But whatever, man. It was cool, man. Getting back to work and doing some work. Like, it's not good or bad. I wasn't dreading it today, really. I just showed up and then just started working and got some stuff done. And I don't know if I'm proud or not, really. I guess I'm proud. I don't know. I don't know. But whatever, it was cool. It was super cool. And whatever, then he invited me over to eat dinner, so I just went to his house, ate dinner with him and his kids, and his little kids are adorable. Kids are so funny, bro. They just tell you whatever, and it's hilarious to me. And his daughter drew a picture of me, and it was funny. I may post it on my talk. She wanted me to take a video of this show about what you want to be when you grow up, and she made me take a video. At first, she's like, take a video of this, and I just hold my phone up because I didn't want to waste the space. And then she's like, well, show me the video. So okay, let me do it again. I was trying to trick her, and kid's smart, bro. So I had to take a picture of it or a video of it, and then I had to show her. But I may post that picture because it's adorable. And just watching her draw me and then tell me all the stuff. She said my mustache looks like 2 little carrots when she was drawing it. And then she drew me some muscles on my arms. And it's just hilarious, man. Little kids are so funny. So funny. But that was kind of like my day, other than like just, it wasn't, that's the only thing is like I have less interactions when I'm doing it like this. And it's kind of like why I know what I love, and it's people. And yes, I had interaction with people today, but doing that work like ate up so much time, like 7 hours, something like that. My time while I was stuck there performing work by myself, and even though it was fine, I don't get the gratification from it, which is not something that you need all the time, I guess, in this world, but I want it, and why should I not get gratification? Like, that makes zero sense to me. Like, if I can create something and make money, and I love doing it, and I love spending time with humans, and I need that interaction, I need that constant knowledge from somebody else, I need it. Like, I crave it. It's my drug. Maybe this is bad. Like, I just need it. I need the experiences with all these people, and because I neglected myself from having it for 35 years, and so now it's like every little 3-sentence or 3-second talk with somebody, it's like I needed it. I wanted it. Like, I needed that information. I needed to see people's facial expressions. I needed to hear what they had to say. Like, I need that experience, boom, in my brain. And that's just me now, man. And so it's like, if I can't do that as much as possible, like, it kind of drains me, because it's like a waste of my time. And it's not really a waste. I mean, it is. It's a waste of my time because it's not my goal. You know, my goal is to spend as much time with people as possible. And so that's a lot of it. It's like when I'm having to do a task by myself now, it just seems I don't like it, in the sense of like it just seems not worth my time. Even though I need money and stuff, so I gotta finish jobs and use my skill set that I've learned. You know, and it's crazy because I talked to him a little bit. I was like, you know what? It's like I'm way more confident than I ever was in doing my stuff, and it's just regular now. It's like when I walk in somewhere and just do something, like I just instantly do it, and boom, it's done. Like it's I don't have to think about it. It just is. It's autopilot, and it's kind of cool when you think about it, because you look back and like, now finally I've not mastered these skills, but I know how to do them, and whatever, and I can make money at it, and I can make making crazy money. But it's kind of like when I was younger. When I got out of college, I was gonna be a cop, and I was gonna go be one. And I took the test twice, and they said I failed it twice. And then they called me a year later. I don't know, a year, 2 years later. I don't remember how long it was. And they were like, "We misgraded your test. Do you still want to be a cop?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. Just send me my background check," which is like 80 pages long. And well, the guy sent me it. Finally, 3 months later, he emailed it to me and said, "I need this back in 2 days." And I said, "No, dude." I said, "If you're this incompetent, like, why would I be a cop and work in your department? Like, that makes zero sense to me." I was like, "Thank you, but no thank you, man. Like, I'm done. Like, I don't want to be part of this." And so what I'm getting at is there was a time delay in between when I would have been a cop no matter what, and then me to grow as a human being and understand that I did not want to be a cop anymore. I didn't want any part of it, because I knew what I would have became. Honestly, I would have became pretty jaded and not a good person. And so it just made me, whatever, the universe, God, ultimately think, the creator did it. He allowed me to grow and then reevaluate the situation on my own. And understand, and he gave me the option to choose what I wanted to do with this new amount of information. And then I chose not to be one. And it's cool because my life's been like that my whole life. When I look back at it, it's like if I get stuck into something or want to do something, and then over time I can look back at it and be like, I never really did want to do that. I thought I did at the time. It sounded like a good idea. Maybe the money was very enticing, or this or that, but I don't want to do it. And that's kind of where I'm at now. And that's what I'm thinking of now in my head, is like, boom, you made it. You have all the ability in the world to make tons of money building, remodeling, all this stuff. You have all this skill set. But do you really want to do it? Is this really what you want to do? I'm telling myself, no, this is not what I want to do. This is not anywhere close. Do I want to be rich and have no need for nothing? I work all the time and be alone? No, I don't want any part of it. If I can't be with people, what's the point? And I knew this road. I knew at the beginning of the year. I knew probably 9 months ago, and I've been thinking in my head for years that at some point I'm gonna have to walk away. Like for years, for the last 4 or 5 years, honestly, I've been thinking in my head, at some point I gotta walk away from everything that I've built. I have to. Like, there's no option for me, because this is not fulfilling. This is pointless to me. And I felt like this for a very long time. It was just, I was complacent, and it was easy money. Dude, all I had to do was show up. And it's been like that for years, man. All I have to do is literally show up, and I got free money. And, or free whatever, just do the work. And I'm comfortable enough. I got food, I got a roof. I don't need much. And now it's coming to the point where it's like, yeah, I gotta finish these jobs and then walk away. I have to at least finish one for sure. Because I haven't technically started the other one yet. And I'll do some stuff, because I gotta finish up a little bit on that, because I started something. But I may finish that job completely. It's good money. But And I can do it whenever I want, so I can do it at night and stuff like that. But that's it. It's like I'm coming to another place in my life where like I had many years to think about it, and then I've had a whole year in a new mindset saying, now you can choose to be successful in either one. You have all the skills. You've worked hard for this. I don't know if I worked hard, but I worked for this. I've put my time in and got my thousands of hours in. What do you want to do? And ultimately, I had people. People win every time. People are alive. People are loved. People are real. Like, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. And maybe I won't make as much money. Maybe I won't be as successful. But every time with people is successful. Like, every time with people is more of a reward for me than walking in somewhere and making it look nice. You know, fixing everything, putting new countertops in, you know, putting new floors in, painting the whole place. You know, it is what it is. It's just tangible crap. Like, it makes zero sense to me. Like, I don't get a thrill. I don't get excitement. I don't get joy. Like, I know every bit of it. Like, I know what's going to happen when I walk in. I know what I'm going to get done that day. I know what I'm not going to get done. I know what this is and that. Like, there's no excitement. There's just nothing there. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, it just... There's no surprises, really. Like, oh, surprise, I have to change this. That's not a surprise. Like, in one scenario, I knew I had to. Like, I've already ran through every scenario in my head before I even walk in the front door. Like, I already know all that stuff. Like, it's just simple. I'm ready for something difficult, something that's changing all the time. Every human is different. Every mindset's different. Every story is different. Like, that's fire to me, bro. How can I help them? What can I say? How can I carry myself? How can I look? To let them know that I freaking love them and I'm not here to hoodwink you. I just truly love you and want to help you. And you inspire me to be a better person every day. Like, what do you need? You need me to hug you? I may not like it technically. I'm trying to get better at it, but I will. Let me hold your hand. I don't know. I just love people, bro. This is so cool, dude. And it's like every time I'm around little kids, it just makes me love adults so much more because it's like they're little kid versions. And me and this dude talked again today, and he was telling me about some quotes and some memes about being a leader, or like the people in charge. Like, dude, they don't know what the hell they're doing either, man. You know, it's like me. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. I'm just trying to do better every day. You know, because like when you're a little kid, little kids are like, I can't wait to be an adult. You know, I'll have it all figured out. And no, bro, you never have it figured out. Like, you're always learning. It's always just new experiences, and that's reshaping your mind and reshaping your choices and your pros and cons list. Like, dude, it's fire. And it's super scary too, but kind of, not really. I don't know what scary means anymore. Like, what's scary? I have no idea. Like, what's scary? I mean, in the grand scheme of things, like, that's kind of how I'm thinking right now. Like, in the big picture, like, what is scary? Like, what is there something to be afraid of? Like, what? Like, you go through life and then you die. Like, what's... I don't know. What is scary? someone leaves you and then time goes by and then something else happens. Like, I don't get it. Like, what's scary? There's really ultimately nothing to be afraid of, because the only thing you technically should be afraid of is death. However, once you're dead, you don't know anything. And so, like, if I'm living my life the way I am, well, I'm not technically afraid of anything. Whatever happens, happens. Tomorrow's a new day. If something comes at me, like, I have to deal with it. Like, you don't fail unless you quit, but you technically can't fail until you die. Like, because you can't technically, you know, like, you always have chances to go back and redo something, or start something, or go learn something. Again, I look at things in, like, time. So time is the most important thing in the world. You know, it's the only thing that we technically don't know how much time we have. Because all we have is time, like, and we don't know how much time we have. So there's no reason to fear anything, or be afraid of anything. I mean, I guess you could be afraid you lose your house, but you gotta go somewhere. You're still gonna be alive during that process. Like, that's fire. Like, you're still alive. You may not have a house, you may not have a car, you may not have food, but you're still alive. Yeah, you may suffer in the process, but you're still alive. Like, that's a blessing. Like, if you're stripped of everything except your body, your vessel, like, you're still blessed, like, completely, because you're still alive and you still have time. Like, so what? Like, what would be scary? I don't know. Maybe that's just a perception thing now, because it's like, it would suck if I broke my legs, but I would still be alive, and that's amazing. That's the best thing in the world. Like, we're alive. I don't know, bro. That's weird. It helps me not be afraid of anything anymore. Even though I wasn't, but now that I can talk it out, fear and being afraid or scared of stuff, like, makes zero sense. Like, what's gonna happen? I guess in the moment you could be afraid, but on the grand scheme of things, like, there's no point in being afraid, because yeah, there's none. Like, what's gonna happen? You're still alive. Like, no matter what happens to you, if you're still alive and you're not dead, like, it is what it is. Like, you deal with it. You're a human. You're freaking fire. You're tough. You survived this long. Like, like, dude, you're like, who cares? You know, you love somebody and they leave you. Like, you're still alive, bro. Like, there's 7 billion people. Like, you go find somebody. There's somebody else out there, maybe. It may not happen today, it may not happen tomorrow, but you try hard enough, you'll find somebody. I don't know, that's crazy. That's a crazy thought. Like, if I don't have food, like, I can live for a long time, like, days, until I can find something else. Like, who cares? I'll make it. Thirsty, who cares? I'm not in the desert, though, but yeah, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Because, like, there's no reason to be afraid. Ultimately. Because you're still alive. And if you're still alive, then that's freaking blessing, dude. Like, that's your gifted time. Use it. That's crazy. I didn't know that this was where this talk was going. That's cool. That's a cool thought. I like it. I like it a lot. You know, I look at that, like, especially with relationships, like, who cares? Like, So we're not together. Okay, cool. Like in a discussion, like that's cool. Tell me, you want to go out? You don't want to go out? You want to be my friend? You don't want to be my friend? You want to be more than friends? You don't want to be more than friends? Just tell me, like whatever. Who cares? We should do that with everything. It's like this. It's like that. Like why are we afraid? Like what are we afraid of? I don't know, man. Like in the grand scheme of things, like what? It doesn't matter. I don't like that you talk to me that way. Like, what are you afraid of? Like, quit talking to me that way. Like, they're just gonna keep talking to you that way, or they're not. But you gotta stand up for yourself and make it heard. Like, whatever. What's gonna happen? Some situations, now I'll give you that. Some situations, like, we'll have, a higher chance of some worse repercussions. And I guess if you don't want to die, which to me it's just like every second that I have is a blessing, like, and I'm gonna live like that, and I'm not gonna live in fear of dying. Like, I'm just gonna live for now, and it'll all work out in the end. Now protect yourself and stuff. This is for entertainment purposes only. You don't have to like go jump off bridges and stuff just to prove you don't fear death. Like that doesn't make sense. You don't have to drive 200 miles an hour everywhere you go because you don't fear death. Like, that doesn't make sense. But I don't know. That's weird. It's cool. It's a cool thought. I don't think before I speak. I don't know, man. I just talk. Dude, I'm happy I painted last night, dude. It was so fire. It was so fun. So cool. Like, it's been a couple weeks since I painted, and I needed it bad. Like I said, I had the confidence issue. I was kind of afraid to paint because I didn't want to lose it. But just doing it, like I want to paint tonight. This talk probably won't be super long, maybe an hour, and then I want to kill it and go paint one at least. Now give me whatever. I'll be in bed by 12 or something. Who knows? That's fine. Because I need to make sure and paint. Like, it's good for me. It's a good little outlet. It's a good little escape. Makes me feel good about myself. I lose time. It gives me like, it's real weird because like when I paint, like, and then when I get done, I'm like in this state of like, now I got to do this real quick, and I got to do this. Like, it's just like, it's not even a thought, or like I don't have to write down a list of stuff I need to do. It just do it. Who knows? Tomorrow's a new day, and I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I know I gotta go work, which is fine. That's my pro and cons list. Like, going to work, cool. I gotta get the job done, cool, fine. But then I said this to myself when I was at the job today. I was like, man, the only thing about this that really sucks is it just takes time. Doing this kind of work by myself, it takes time that I can't get back, that I could be having with humans and interacting with humans. And that's ultimately why I know I can't be doing this forever, and I can't be doing it much longer, unless somebody comes along and I partner with them, or I start building crews and I get to spend time with those people. That's the only way I could stay doing what I do, because I have to be with people. Like, it's not that I'm lonely, it's the fact that I need that interaction. I need the knowledge that they have. I need to be able to be myself around them. I need to lead by example. I need to help them in any way I possibly can, whether it's just a smile or hello or are you doing okay? Is your family doing okay? Like, is there anything I can help you with? Like, you know, whatever. I've seen some stuff. I've been through some stuff. Like, if you need someone to talk to, I'll talk to you. I'll listen to you. I won't even talk if you don't want me to talk. You know, I just need that. Like, that's part of me. It's part of my need. I'm coming to find out. Like, that's what I need to be doing. And me and this dude talked about, like, well, he's like, well, you just need to go do your life coaching thing. I was like, dude, I know. I was like, I already have a certification and stuff. And, you know, I watched, 90 hours of videos or whatever. Like, I was like, but it makes zero sense to me. Number one, because certifications are stupid and dumb. They're retarded. Ultimately, look into what a lawyer, when you join the bar association, it's an association, dude. It's everything that in this world is trash. It's fake, it's stupid and dumb, and you have to trade money to get these pieces of paper that say that you are certified by who? Who certifies you to do these acts? It's so stupid. It's a lie. It's fake. It's just working the money system. It's so dumb. And so, like, we were talking about that. I was like, dude, I cannot, like, really feel super good, like, becoming a life coach without a mentor or without shadowing somebody and putting hours watching other people do it. Like, I just can't. Like, I feel like a liar. If I was like, I could do it another way, where people just come to me and talk to me for being me. I could do it that way because I'm confident in my abilities and skills as a human. I was like, but when it comes to the certification thing, I was like, that's so stupid and dumb. Like, it makes zero sense to me. And it's all fake. It's all make-em-ups. I guess maybe if you're a surgeon or a doctor or something, you have to go practice, right? Like, that makes sense. Like, you have to have years of practice, and then you're shadowing and mentoring somebody and doing surgeries and stuff like that. I said, but all this stuff you buy online, like, and then especially the bar association, like, it's an association, bro. Like, it's not a government entity. It's an association. Meaning I can go read the books, law books, and go take the bar test, and not even have to take the test, and I would know just as much. And I've thought about becoming a lawyer, because I'm infatuated with law, just because I want to break it, and I just don't have time. I don't have time for it, but maybe the new laws, when the new laws come, we'll see about those in the future. Maybe I'll write those. Who knows? But, yeah, man, that's just how I look at things. It's like, man, there's no way. Like, I've been plumbing since I was 19, 20 years old. Like, who cares? Like, I know how to do almost all of it, and there's a book you can just scan through to be up to code. But all the codes are stupid anyway. Like, some of them aren't fine. I mean, that makes sense, but some of them don't. And they get new codes every year. It's like, but you could have a plumber who's been plumbing for 20 years who knows all of them, but he didn't go take a test, so he can't do these certain things. Like, that's BS, man. It makes zero sense. I mean, we gotta be accountable for each other. I'll give you that. You can't just have everyone just coming and doing stuff for you, because then puts people in danger. I get it, but it's the same thing as, like, if if I never plumbed a day in my life and I sat there and read the book and then went and took the test and then I could go do a plumbing job, I would be super incompetent. And I could jack up stuff just as bad as, probably worse than someone who's been doing it 20 years and never went and took the test. So, like, it's like, I don't know, man. Like, weigh your options there, son. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work in the future. But it's all about competence, and everything in this world should be about competence. Like, are you competent in this or not? Like, I may not even be saying it right. I mean, maybe I'm not competent. I don't know. I can't think right now. Like, I can't even test myself to know if that's even a word. I'm pretty sure it is. I just can't think about anything other than what I'm talking about right now. Yeah, me and one of my friends, she's a dentist, and she's kind of talking about like women's rights and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, it always should be about being competent in what you do. That's how much money you should make. Like, it has nothing to do with your sex. Like, it should be like that from day one, always. Like, are you competent? Can you do the job? Like, you know what you're doing? That sets the rate. I don't know, man. I think this world's jacked up. I think we just need to, like, start from the ground and rebuild it, reshape everything. Maybe shut everything down for a little bit and just supply some stuff and then rebuild. Come up with new laws, come up with new rules, come up with new regulations, like, and let the world vote on it. And then however it works out, real vote, not no fake vote. Use the blockchain for every single issue and get, like, once you vote, you're done. Like, one vote per person. So if there's 7 billion people, you got 7 billion votes. Like, boom. And then whatever happens, happens. And then a year from now, if something seems stupid and maybe we need to re-vote on it or reshape it, then we can. 7 billion people vote again. Boom. Like, we could do this easy. It's not very hard. It's not complicated. And then whatever happens, happens. Like, get rid of this hierarchy bullcrap. I think we should have a rotating hierarchy. Like, legitimately, where everyone, it's like everyone in Israel is in the military. Same thing. Everyone's in power at some point. Who can, you got to meet some kind of standards, though. You can't be like a bad person until you become whatever in power. Like, I don't know how it is, but there's gonna be a lot of rules and regulations in the future, and it's gonna be stern, and you're not gonna be able to mess up as much, and you're not gonna want to. And that's the point of all of it. You're not gonna want to. And life's gonna be different, and it's coming at some point. Hopefully sooner than later. It's gonna be a weird transition, but I hope it will be fine. I'll be fine, at least. I'm not worried about it. I have no fear. I'm not afraid of whatever happens, happens. And if I die, I die. Like, whatever. I'll be dead. Who knows? I won't know. And, yeah, I just won't know. And I talked to somebody about death, too, and they said, what did they say? They said something about, like, people, the way that they react to death is kind of the way I'm talking about death now. And people don't really like it. You just, like, it is what it is. Like, it's over. Like, we can't dwell on this forever. Like, it sucks. They're gone. But it really does. But, like I said, I focus on the good times we had, or everything in the past when they were still here. And I don't focus on the fact that they're not here anymore. I just don't have time. Like, I'm focusing on me. I'm focusing on other stuff, things I like to do. Kind of focusing on the future, setting up stuff, building stuff, like ideas. Like, so I don't have time to really just sit there and dwell on somebody else's life, technically. And it sucks. I mean, you hear me cry about my mom or something or go through emotion. Yeah, it's fine, but it doesn't rule me. You know, like, people don't rule me. And I think that's a lot of why I'm happy. Because now I'm the ruler of me. I'm the king of my own world. I remember, like, a couple months ago, I walked into somewhere and I told her I was the king, and she said, "Yeah, the king of your own world." I said, "Yeah, that's what I said. I'm the king of my own world." And I am. And you are. And you're the king of your own world. And you're the queen of your own world. Like, you get to choose. You get to make the rules. You get to make the ideas. You know, you get to make it to where you give yourself time, or you're happy, or you love yourself. Like, you get to choose this stuff. No one else is choosing it for you. It's you. And it's not selfish. That's what's so funny. It's anything but selfish. Like, I'm trying to think, like, I was super selfish growing up. Now, when I look at it, because it was all about me. What can someone do for me? Even though I was doing stuff for everybody else, it was ultimately because I wanted love and attention in return. Like, dude, and it sucks. It's embarrassing to admit that. I didn't want people to leave me because I needed love. I needed attention. I never really got it. Evidently, because it never satisfied me. It never made me happy. Like, that's when you learn, like, dude, who cares what other people think? Because they can't make you happy. They could give you the world, and you're still not gonna be happy. Like, you have to give yourself the world. You have to give yourself time. You have to give yourself love. And once you do that, then everything changes, and you understand it's not about other people, really. It's always been about you. Like, you're the center of your own world. And if you neglect that center, and you're always looking outward, you're not going to be happy, because happiness is inside. Happiness is in there until you're not even looking at it. And then finally, when you wake up and understand, you start looking at yourself, you're like, holy crap. I can see happiness, it's in there, but it's buried. It's buried in 35 years of crap. The very back of the closet. And you got to go through all of it and decide what you're going to throw away. You know, now that I think about it, like, I was at some woman's house a couple weeks ago and helping her go through boxes of stuff. And just kind of helping her, like, figure out what... Dude, I was over there for multiple... They were cleaning out the garage one time. So I was with her husband, and they were trying to decide what to throw away. And the next time I was helping her. I'm like, why am I doing this stupid stuff? Like, it makes zero sense. Like, first of all, it has nothing to do with my skill level. Like, my skill level is, like, crazy. And then I'm in here just being a laborer, which is fine. But in my head, I'm like, what am I doing here, Cody? Like, other than just trying to be me and just be a helper. And there's no reason for me to be there other than the people. The task itself makes zero sense. Like, overqualified to say the least. And but now looking back at it, it's because for the correlation. It's like walking somebody's garage that's built up with all this stuff. And you haven't looked at it for years. And now you have to go through it and pick and choose what you're going to keep and carry with you for forever until you do this task again when it gets filled up again. So you got to go through and, like, look at the memories and look at the traumas or whatever, and you got to just overcome it and throw that shit away. And it's funny because what I told him, I was like, the guy, I was like, dude, I was like, you just gotta throw it away, bro. I was like, you're gonna forget about it. Like, you're never gonna remember it. And if you do remember it, tough. Like, you know, that screwdriver I got from there, like, who cares? Like, go buy another screwdriver, or a new one. You just throw it in the trash, bro. You never, you know, who cares? I got all this crap and I never use it. It's piled up in a room, and then now you got to get rid of it, and you're trying to hold on to everything. I mean, it makes sense. I got stuff all over my house I need to get rid of. I mean, 90% of what I have is tools, and I really just need to just throw everything away. I don't know. And start from scratch again or something. I don't know. I don't know what to do with all that stuff. Because I don't need it, man. I got 3 ladders. I got 3 of this. I got 3 of that. I just want to declutter all that stuff and just get rid of it. And stop doing these tasks, really. I don't know. I mean, my truck is filled with tools that I use every day. Then I have tons of specialty tools in my house. And it's like, I use them occasionally on different jobs, and I need them, and it's super expensive for me to go buy new stuff every time, like that. But you know, with my life, I just had to go through my past and like overcome my traumas and stuff, and then reshape them and forget about all the bad in them, and just reshape them to the lesson, to one little lesson instead of like a whole bunch of crap. And so I just emptied my bag, and now I'm just me. I'm happy. I'm understanding that you just gotta go to the dump sometimes and dump that old baggage, man, and choose how to feel now and not be afraid. Like, you made it. You're here. Tomorrow's a new day. You can choose to be whoever you want to be. Whoever you want to be. You're not your parents, you're not your dad, you're not your mom, you're not your trauma. You're you. So be you. Whoever that is. But you gotta look at yourself. You have to look at yourself, and you have to give yourself time. And you gotta ask yourself questions. And a lot of my talks, dude, I'm going through it, and I'm like, I gotta pull out Gatorade bottle, hold on. Yeah, man, a lot of my talks, dude, I'm going through and I'm battling like old thoughts, old rules, old regulations, old religious ideas. And I'm working through them and seeing if it makes sense to me to continue to keep them. You know, when I talked about marriage, I don't understand how it works yet. I don't understand, like, if we even should get... I definitely know this. Like, we don't need to be married by the law. I definitely know that. There's no reason why there should be some random government, some random rule of people over you and your wife. Like, it makes zero sense. Like, we could battle this until eternity. But this is only if the marriage is right. Like, if you are 2 human beings that are capable of communicating and not being jackasses. Yeah, communication, compromise, admitting when you're wrong. That's number 1. Pride and ego. But I think that, like, 2 human beings that both have their cups filled on their own, like, we don't need anyone telling us what to do in our home, in our marriage, between me and my wife. Like, and as long as we don't abuse our kids and all that stuff, like, and we treat them the way that they're supposed to be treated, like, we don't need government. So maybe before we needed someone to step in, I guess. But we'll move into something different. We're not going to need that. You know, so I don't need you to tell me what I can and cannot do with my wife. Like, that's retarded. That makes zero sense. That's so stupid. It's where it's the same as like I shouldn't be able to tell you what you can and cannot do with your wife too. Like, you guys do what the hell you want. You guys are adults. Whatever, man. Do what you want. There's real repercussions to things. But I question things like that all the time. I question, whether, bringing a third party into your relationship. Like, I don't know. I don't know the right answer. Who knows? Honk your horn, bruh. It seems difficult and more complicated. And ultimately it really doesn't. I don't know. I read some stuff about like it doesn't. If you're jealousy and all that stuff, but like if you're confident and like and you guys communicate well and you guys set good boundaries, like who cares? Like I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. But it's stuff that I've relooked at and revisited, like all this stuff. Like, don't infringe on somebody's free will. Don't hurt people, don't murder people, like, I don't know. I don't know how it works. Don't commit adultery. I don't know. I think a lot of that has to do with not giving yourself time, worshiping something other than yourself. And I'm not saying I don't worship myself per se, but putting other stuff in front of you, like, because when you give yourself time, you're ultimately giving your creator time. Like, literally, whoever created you, that's who you're giving time to. If you take care of yourself, you're ultimately you're giving back to your creator and whoever made you. But I don't know, I have to look into that, adultery. I don't know, man. It's a lot, but I'm questioning everything, and that's good. And anyone who tells you it's not good to question is, because they've never questioned anything. They blindly trust everything. That makes zero sense. It makes zero sense. And it's fine to have faith. Like, we have faith in everything in this world. Like, whether it's science, whether it's, I have faith that my truck is gonna drive forward when I step on the gas. I have faith that this food that I put in my body is gonna do what it's supposed to do. I have faith when I push my phone button that it's gonna call somebody. Like, this is all stuff. Because it may not work every time. Who knows? I don't know. But we have faith in everything we do. Like, I don't know. All I know is just don't infringe on people's free will and just love people. Love yourself first, and then you can love everyone else. And life gets better, dude. It is so crazy how much better life is. Everything's better when you love yourself. And I talked to my buddy again tonight, like, well, whatever, we were talking about, like, judging. I was like, dude, I know, like, when I realized that all I did was judge people, I didn't even know I was doing it. But I was projecting that I judged everyone, and then whether or not they judged me in return is no point whatsoever. Like, it doesn't matter. Because then, since I was judging outwardly, I felt inwardly that everyone was judging me based on my insecurities, which was totally false. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe they weren't judging me. But now, I judge zero people, and I don't feel judged in return. Like, you get what you put out. Like, you literally, it's so funny. It's so funny. That's probably, like, the greatest thing I've ever learned. Is you get what you put out. You put out love, you get love in return. It may not be as much as you put it out or the way you want it back, but I'm noticing, like, my interactions with humans, like, people don't get mad, really. They don't, whatever, like, And if people do have negative energy and stuff, like they fall away from me. Like it's so funny. Like they just disappear out of my life. Like I don't even have to do anything. They just leave. I don't know what that is. But it makes perfect sense to me. Like if you can't hang with me, if you're not can't match my vibe, like they don't stay around. And it makes life so much easier. Make it so much easier. And then you don't even really care. It's like, who cares what they say about you? I don't know. Maybe I did it. I probably did. Who cares? It is what it is, bro. But who knows? Who knows? But I may go paint. It's 10 o'clock. It's an hour, so I don't know. I'm kind of hungry. Maybe I'll get a protein shake. But today was fire, man. I am kind of sad that I lost some hours with people, but it's alright. I'll forget about it tomorrow, and tomorrow's a new day, and I'm gonna go have some interactions with some people, and then go to work and get some stuff done. And I gotta learn the balance part. I think that's gonna be the biggest thing where I can understand how to integrate with the money system and then who I am. It's putting really hard restrictions on when I work and how I work. And maybe I have to work, 6 days a week or 7 days a week, but just make my days smaller, like my work time, when it makes sense. Especially if I have a job real close to home, where I'm not wasting time driving. And that may be the case. That may be what I have to do. It's like I go spend my time in the morning with somebody, with people, and then I go to work for 5-6 hours, and then I go spend time with some people for a little bit, and then go spend time with myself. And just that will be my routine, and go work out and stuff like that. And I think that's how it has to be, because like you gotta have a little bit of money. You gotta have money. I guess, I don't know. Who knows? The way it looks, no one's gonna have money soon. So they keep pickpocketing all of us, taking all our money away. And it's only gonna get worse. But I'm gonna go inside, paint probably one. Aha, love y'all. Peace. Every night, you and I just lay awake, killing time. 'Cause I like the way your heart works. I like the way your